I'm actually not going to do it because I don't want to embarrass anyone because I can hold my breath for about 8 minutes. So, are you nervous, Will, that Alan's going to kick your butt?
The torch has to be handed over eventually.
Whoa! That took a while this time.
Are you okay? You be okay, Todd?
Over the past 8 years, just about, we have done everything as a family, just about. Alan reeling in her first fish. Largo, we'll let you do the next one, okay? Maybe it's been because we've been a family or just because Will and I, as parents, had to show our kids how to take the next brave step to believe in themselves. But for the most part, there is very little we don't do together.
Today we are trying to make Jessica into a surfer. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be fun, but it's definitely going to be exciting.
Listen, it's my second time out, the first time I cried. But as Avalon and Largo have grown up, and Will and I have been, well, growing a little older, there has been a growing disparity of what we, the parents, want to do and what the kids want to do. I'm almost the same as you. Ooh, I'm too dizzy. Join us as we're about to find out one of the things that will potentially separate our ability to hang as a family. Thank you so much to our patrons whose support make these episodes possible.
Good morning from Bonaire. Today we're going to be having lunch. We're going to have a little sippy cups. We're going to have our juice boxes. No, we're going to have our free diving class. We don't have scuba diving gear on board, so therefore we realized that if we're going to do something adventurous like go into water and check out coral reefs or check on the anchor, there's no way we can do it unless we actually know how to hold our breath really well. We're very bad at that, so we got to get better at that.
I'm not so
I
bad
think
at
you're
that.
pretty good. How long can you hold yours for right now, Will?
2 minutes.
2? Avalon?
Say, I haven't tested it, but like probably 1 minute
Largo?
45.
1:30, I think.
1:30? I'm actually not going to do it because I don't want to embarrass anyone because I can hold my breath for about 8 minutes. So, better than the instructor. I'm just kidding. I am the filmer today. As we're in the dive capital of the Caribbean, we are also fortunate to have some of the most incredible experts in the world of free diving available. This week, we have teamed up with one of the most renowned free divers in the world, Carlos Costa, and the rest of the team at Blue Classroom.
You are moving the Adam apple too.
Show me, Will. Show me how you do it. Apparently you're challenged in this area.
Yeah. I see the nose. Why is the advantage?
The program is broken up into 3 days, with the first concentrating on breathwork. You see, freediving is a discipline that involves so many different skills. It's not just how deep you can go, but it's how you manage your oxygen intake. So with that, it's all about being able to lower your heart rate and make your body as oxygen-rich as possible.
Exhale, relax the exhale, but then every time you are going to inhale, you are going to force a little bit.
As much as day one didn't involve any diving, we had to test ourselves to see what our baseline was.
Easy belly breathing. Slowly. Slowly belly breathing, okay?
This is where all of the peacefulness of being one with nature falls off the cliff. You see, Largo and I are really competitive with each other, and we are particularly competitive with Dad. So as much as freediving is a sport where you're mostly competitive with yourself, there's a little more on the line with us.
Nice.
What was that?
More than 2 minutes.
So you're probably wondering why Will, Avalon, and Largo are freediving and I'm not freediving. This is a little embarrassing to talk about because I live on a boat and I've been on a boat for a couple of years now, but I had a near drowning incident and it really scared me and I thought, oh, okay, I'm scared, I'll move on. But when I got back to the boat, I was unable to go in the dinghy. And I eventually got to the point where I could go in the dinghy with a life jacket on my lap. That was also kind of weird and embarrassing. And you can see that in vlogs where I'm kind of hiding the life jacket. But since then, I haven't been able to progress past that and go actually in the water, even with a life jacket on. And that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm like sweating just talking about it. Like it totally stresses me out. So Will and I are big fans of therapy. During these kind of hard times, it can be really difficult to have anyone to talk to, especially if they haven't gone through the circumstance I have. And my family was really great for this, but they, you know, they couldn't completely understand. And being alone with my thoughts kind of felt very isolating, and negative thoughts were coming in. And I was like, am I ever going to be able to actually live on this boat again and go in the water? And so this is why I reached out to BetterHelp to sponsor this video, because I thought it would be interesting to try their services and maybe was hopeful that they could help me with what's going on. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and live chat sessions with a therapist. So you don't have to be with anyone on the camera if you don't want to. So there's early mornings when you're like, oh, you just get your coffee, you can just go on a little chat. My therapist, Darlena, was fabulous, guys. Now, I'm not Olympic swimming at this point, but what I am doing is I can get in the water with the life jacket, in water over my head, on anchor with the boat, so I'm not even near a dock or land or anything. And I think that's a huge accomplishment. She really worked with me to work through this, and also kind of helped me kind of compartmentalize and simplify other things that were going on in my brain to really focus on what was at hand. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network, which gives them access to help you no matter where you are, which is fabulous because I live on a boat. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist within 48 hours. Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at any time at no additional charge. Join the 3 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with BetterHelp therapists. So many people use BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional therapists in 50 states. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/worldtowning. That's betterhelp.com/worldtowning. The link is also below in the description.
Forward and backwards. So forward and back.
With day 2 upon us, it was now time to see how far we could go in the water. This involved a distance test. This meant that Largo, Dad, and I now had to get suited up with proper freediving fins and weight belts.
When was the last time you wore a belt? Bikinis don't exactly come with belts.
They should come with belts. They do not.
Okay.
Mine are all too tight. They would never need a belt.
You can adjust the weight if you want. Yeah.
So in general, if you had these big fins, why would you want the smaller ones?
Train.
To train?
To train.
What if you naturally train?
What?
Your muscles, your lactic acid.
You saying you're a natural free diver? Is that what you're saying?
I am
He's like, what if I'm naturally
So you
changed?
don't
need to train.
You don't need this guy if you're naturally
born
trained.
like this.
You were born
Yes.
with webbed feet. Oh, look, you definitely look natural.
I was born like this.
Oh my God, all naturals put them on
42,
though.
43 is your size.
42, 43, and crescent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look, that still looks big.
I think it looks big too.
Yeah, your toes sticking out.
Because I've
He has
messed up
huge
those.
feet.
That's exactly why.
The only,
You can blame my mom for that one.
right? It's
Today, we were with Hugo from the Blue Classroom team, and he was there to lead the way and ensure that we kept with the instruction, but also to be sure that the victor of the day would be properly crowned.
Are you nervous, Will, that Alan's gonna kick your butt?
The torch has to be handed over eventually.
Right?
I'm waiting. I think that moment maybe now.
I think it was yesterday when she beat you for who could hold the breath the longest.
I don't think there was ever a torch, so she just grabbed it from the start.
Right, she did with the get-go. All right, your team's leaving. I love you. Stay safe. Bye.
Snorkel out, and then you duck dive down and see how far you can swim. Please don't look in front, because you will need streamlining. I know you're gonna look in front because you're newer to this line, so you want to see. But I'm your diver. I'm the safety, so I am your eyes on the line. So if there is something on the line, like a scuba diver coming back from the reef, I will stop you.
Alan, are you ready?
Yeah, go down.
Okay.
One of the things that we have realized is that holding your breath underwater in salt water is different from being in a swimming pool. We found that our ability to hold our breath in the ocean is less than in a pool. But no matter what, being able to go about 50 meters underwater was quite an accomplishment in our eyes.
Breathe. 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 Okay. Nice.
Largo's in deep meditative thought right now. Largo is getting himself ready for the competition.
We have now been living on friendship for about 2 years, and I feel that we are slowly mastering all the subjects that it takes to be one with the sea. Taking this freediving class is one of those things that will make us better at this life as we visit incredible places around the world.
Everyone swear prepares to try and beat me in the competition. So I guess we'll see what happens. He has currently 7 meters. Well, he needs to beat me by 4. I'm at 43 meters. He needs to beat me. So yeah, it's all good for me.
Breathe. Are you okay? Keep the okay side.
Yep, I've lost.
So today we're actually going to test out our automatic inflating life jackets. We haven't done it previously because the assumption is that they will work, and it's a $40 expense once one inflates, so we think we'd just test them all out. But today I'm feeling the need to do it because I've had all this fear about water lately with the incident that happened with me. So Largo has volunteered to be the tester so that we can all see kind of how it works and kind of get the vibe of it and feel a little bit more secure.
In other words, your neuroses is getting the worst of you.
When you almost drown, yes. All right, Largo, how does this work?
So normally how this inflates is this sensor feels the water that is around it, and it would expand the CO2 cartridge into the life jacket. But if that normally doesn't happen, we can just pull this tab and it will release a line that floats that we can grab onto if the person is unconscious due to falling off.
And this, you also manually inflates it, correct?
Yes, and this also manually inflates it.
How confident are you that this is going to work, Largo?
Slightly.
Are you willing to go in the water with it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You sure?
You're making me doubt myself.
Do I not look confident? So I'm gonna set the stage for everyone. Largo has done something he's never supposed to do, and he's peed off the back of the boat. And as a result, he has fallen into the water with his life jacket.
And luckily for him, I'm there with a camera to record him peeing off the back of the boat.
And falling in.
And falling in.
I'm hopping off this side.
How do you feel about this situation, Largo?
Oh no, I fell off.
Man-child overboard.
No, Avalon.
No pushing. Marcel, did you think you'd be having this much fun on the boat?
No, this is a ton of fun.
It is kind of fun.
Should I push you in? For the test?
Everyone wants to push you in. Okay, we're gonna scrap the scenario of you peeing overboard. You got pushed in, horseplaying on the boat. Okay, now, Marcel and Avalon, you are on point in the event something happens and it inflates and covers his mouth or something wacky like that,
Okay.
to save him. So you're lifeguards.
Got it.
All right.
Largo, you're such a brave soul.
This would never happen.
Oh no, battery low.
What?
You're kidding me.
Battery low.
Low or dead?
Low on a go.
Because it'll just take him a second to get in.
It's dead.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Hold on.
As much as the inflation was a grand success, there was a bigger problem that was happening on board. So someone forgot to turn the camera on when Largo jumped in, so we're gonna do this again. Round 2, take 2.
Avalon, your fingers in front of
I
the
bet
camera.
we'll find out Dad didn't have his record on either. Do you think he'd tell us if he didn't?
Probably not.
Would you tell us if you weren't recording either? He's playing dumb.
Ready?
Professional.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Oh, he's not coming up this time. Whoa! That took a while this time.
Yeah, this one took a while.
Did it? Were you holding your breath until it inflated? Is that what
Yeah.
So is the key to put the strap that goes between your legs a little bit looser maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the big takeaway, everyone. When you're putting this on, don't be putting it too tight or you might get in there and be castrated. You're going to survive, but you're going to be castrated.
Do you feel better now?
I redeemed myself from not turning the camera on the first time. Yeah.
There you go. No, from being safe. Do you feel better?
Yeah, I do feel better.
All right.
Well, that's good because it's 2 for 2 that inflated. Let's do a third one.
Then it was finally time for day 3, the day we got to test how far we could go. And for this, we had to make a bit of a journey to the dive site.
So we're now within moments of our last free diving exercise. We're taking our dinghy this time to get there because it's not at a sort of beach shallow area.
This seems like fun.
and we're essentially parking our dinghy out at a mooring ball over there.
No, that thing, I think.
No, right over there. You said there or there?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Someone give me the line.
So this is where we have our dive test. Okay, hold on.
After we tied up and swam to shore, we got to do some positive breathing stretches to expand our lung capacity, and then it was right into the water. Where we were going to practice was a location where we could go as far as 20 meters deep. Now, to graduate, we only had to go as far as 10 meters, but we were excited to see if we could make it all the way down. Petra, our instructor for the final day, was amazing as she went out with us and without hesitation went down to the floor and secured our support buoy. If all was to go well, we would be able to make it down there as well to untie the buoy. Now, what makes freediving more challenging than scuba diving, besides the fact that you do not have a huge tank of air strapped to your back, is that to really hit the depths where things get exciting, you need to be able to equalize facing downwards.
Go down. It's the very good way how I can equalize. I'm not watching where I'm going, because when I start watching where I'm going, it's much harder to equalize, okay?
It's just scary, guys. No.
Not really, honestly. It's just a very long distance.
We started our initial tries, and I must admit, we were not great. When you freedive, you need to equalize with the Valsalva maneuver. You simply pinch your nose and create pressure from your diaphragm by trying to exhale through your nostrils against your pinched nose. If you try this, you will usually feel inflation in the ears. This technique works, but it's not optimal for freediving. What you should aim to learn is the Frenzel maneuver, which uses the back of your tongue to create pressure in the back of your throat, equalizing your ears while keeping your epiglottis shut. This does not use the diaphragm and can be used to equalize at much deeper depths. The other issue we had was that we didn't equalize frequently enough. In the first 10 meters below the surface, the pressure doubles. If you don't equalize immediately, you will surely wind up bailing out in seconds.
Whoa, my ear really hurt there.
Okay. So, you went super fast. You didn't use the line for pulling, and you didn't equalize. Okay. Okay. That's why you didn't look down. You just took a breath and sit down. Okay. No. You saw your sister.
Yeah.
You need to pull, equalize. Pull, equalize. Use the jaw now.
The other thing we did wrong is that we did not tuck our head in. It's almost impossible to equalize correctly if your head is tilting down. As much as we want to see where we are going, that doesn't really help to go deep. But eventually, with enough practice and the right instruction, we were able to put it all together and get to do something that looks like this.
Your shadow stretching on the floor while the sun gets low. I got a feeling that the glow deep inside my core needs to breathe to flow.
It's really magical being able to float weightless underwater and interact with the sea life in its unspoiled environment. The difference between being underwater as a freediver and with scuba gear is that with scuba gear, you have a lot of shiny objects on you, and you are also pumping out tons of bubbles. This will sometimes frighten some of the fish floating around.
Because we have been working hard right from the very start. Who knew we'd get this far? But now it's time for us to stay out until it's late. We've come a long, long way, so we deserve it, mate. Call it a day and celebrate.
This was the best part, knowing that we can now push ourselves even further than before as we explore the ocean. And to be honest, as much as we were thrilled to be better freedivers, I did wind up being the one who was able to go deeper than all three of us. Bragging rights never die, even after I head off to college.
Alright, so after all is said and done, Avalon is the big picture of
The freediving tournament. 2v1, v0, no offense.
Did you like it though?
It was nice, yeah. This was really fun. I feel like this really helped us with freediving and all that.
Yeah, definitely will be a lot easier diving in the future.
when you're in university?
I'm not going yet.
Say one by one. Mask.
Yep. Blow, tap, talk.
Wake up.
Carlos.
Wake up.
Aha, nice.
Dad, you're right in the way of where I'm going to be jumping.
Don't jump on Dad, because then we'll have double injury. Did it feel safe? Do you feel like you could stay in that for hours until you were rescued? Or?
Gave me a very bad wedgie, but yes.
It gave you one. Did it?